everybody. How are you today? Coaching topic for today is boundaries. Always make sure that you're following your boundaries. And that can include different areas of your life, your friends, work, your relationships, family. Setting and having boundaries are very important. And it's not mean to have boundaries. It's not mean, hurtful, or hatred to say no. It's important because when you don't say no about something that you're not comfortable with or that you don't want to do, then it makes you unhappy. It may make the other person happy that you're giving in, but doesn't make you happy. And there needs to be a balance. So you're not honoring yourself when you do that, and you're not also honoring the other person because they're overstepping their own boundaries. They're stepping outside of their own boundaries. And that can lead to enabling the other person. So whenever something doesn't feel good about a situation, always check in with yourself. How do I feel about this? Before making choices. A lot of times we're just like, yeah, I'll do it, whatever. And then later you think about it and you're like, oh, I probably shouldn't have said that or agreed to that. I don't feel okay with that. And then you're looking for a way out. And then that causes an issue with the other person because you already told them yes. And then disappointment arises, and the way that they look at the situation through the perception of the eyes, through their own past experiences or bubbles. So it's always important to, before making a decision, to see how you feel about it. And not allow yourself to be persuaded to do things that you don't want to do. And you'll know whether it's right or not just by how it feels to you. And again, this applies to everything. Work, family, friends, when you're out, relationships, meeting new people. Especially when you're out on dates and you're having a little bit too much to drink, you're really not in control of your decision making properly. Or situation handling. So always be present. Take the time out to see how things feel for you. Because you have the inner guidance already. You just have to reconnect with it and tap into it. And when you're able to stand within your boundaries, that's your power. And when you don't stand within your boundaries, you're giving away your power. You're actually giving away energy to other people. And then you become so drained and tired and overwhelmed because you let your fence down, your boundary fence. And I don't mean putting up a fence around people, but it's like almost a fence of, imagine that there's a fence there as a boundary. And when that fence falls over, then all the energy goes into the other place. There's nothing keeping the energy in your own space, and that's a boundary. So that's a good imagery. tuned into our inner being, and we've lost touch with that, with our decision making, because we're always worried about the outside world, and that comes with the teaching about others come first, not you, because that's selfish, which is not true. So not true. Yes, you don't want to hurt anybody in your process, but you don't give of yourself until there's nothing left of yourself. So having boundaries is important. Having your own power is important. Saying no is important. Connecting with your inner being is important. And when you align with your inner being, then you'll know what your boundaries are. And you'll be able to walk through life and maintain that. And you won't have to feel like you're being imposed on, or doing things that you don't want to do, or having experiences that you don't want. What lies within your boundaries is your inner being, your power, your divine connection. So stop giving your power away, stop giving your energy away where it's not needed or necessary. Because you need it too. Happy journeys.